I've got a $20 bill that says no one's ever seen you without makeup. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the $20 makeup challenge. Now I know this is an oldie, but I think it's a goodie. And recently there's been a new tag about the $20 swap challenge, and I have no one to swap with, so you can kind of pretend that I'm doing that one too. Yeah, I went to Walgreens and Walmart and Target, so there's a few things from everywhere, and yeah, so let's crack on with it. First thing I do whenever I do my makeup is get my fringe out of the way. So just gonna do that. Clip is not included in the $20. Okay, so let's get cracking. I'm gonna start with the base, and I picked up the True Match Concealer by L'Oreal, which is new and you can't get this in the UK yet, so I was pretty excited about that. I got mine in the shade Fair Light W123. Now this is going to be all my base, all of this one. I believe this was around $7, but Walgreens were doing a deal when I bought this, and I got it 40% off, so that means I spent $4 on that, so that is $4 into my challenge. And I'm just going to pop this on. It comes with a little sort of like, I'm using the viewfinder by the way as my mirror, so got a little spotty there. It's got like, you can probably see a bit better now that I've taken them, got most of the makeup off of it. Come on. Yeah, as you can see, it's sort of like a little brush. You can get quite a few good drugstore foundations, but I thought, seeing as I only got $20 to play with, I might as well go for a good concealer. I did use this whilst I was out there actually, and I did quite like it. And it also claims to be super blendable, which I agree with. So let's blend that on in now. True fact, I probably started using foundation only about just over a year ago. And the reason I started using foundation is like, I was like eternally scared of like sort of having that sort of cakey look. Like I just didn't want it at all. I'd much rather, and I'm still the same now, like I'd much rather have sort of some of the redness of say a spot coming through than have it just look like I'm caked in makeup. Right, that's about done. But yeah, so I only started using foundation about a year ago because I found I was basically using concealer as my foundation, which can get kind of expensive. Now, I've done that sort of as like a base there, and I'm going to go back over this little guy here and my bags again because jet lag's a bitch. That's why. I'll do the tip of the nose as well. But yeah, I actually used to also really not like spending money on makeup. Like I used to think like £4 or £5 on an eyeliner was ridiculous, although eyeliners, and I used to like sharpen them right down to the nub as well. So although I now use quite a lot of high-end makeup, I suppose because I realised just how long makeup can last you. It wasn't too long ago, it wasn't too many years ago when I would refuse. Right, I feel like that is my base done. So yeah, that's $4 for that one. Now I'm going to move straight on to eyes, I think. And I've got this Wet n Wild single shadow in the colour Nutty, and this was 99 cents. Oh, also, price-wise, in the States, which they don't do in the UK, they just put the price with minus tax, and you've got to add tax on top of that. That is just stupid in my opinion, but so I'm just going by price value. I'm not adding the tax on, so sorry tax man, I'm not including your pay. But yeah, I'm just going to use my finger for this. This is a really nice colour actually. Most of it's getting on my finger rather than on my eye. Do I have a mirror? And I had to get a proper mirror, so one sec, back to this. The texture of this is actually really, really nice. I picked up one of their trios as well, which I actually could have used, but I feel like this colour is just, especially if I'm not using a brush, because spoiler alert, I didn't buy any brushes. feel like this was just the easiest. And again, I'm just using my finger, although traditionally I would use brushes. I believe you can't use your own brushes in this challenge, so, or unless they're included in the price. But yeah, I'm just using my finger. So that is eyeshadow all done. I think I'm going to go back to blusher now. And again, still sticking with Wet n Wild. Did I say that that was 99 cents? I think I did. This was, I believe, $3.19 money-wise. And this is in 931E Pearlescent Pink. And it's sort of a pink shade. It's got a little bit of shimmer going through it, not loads. And this one also comes with a brush. So it's been a while since I used a brush that comes with it. Again, this is very similar texture to the eyeshadow I just used, which was a nice one. Bit of blending with the finger. That's a bit pink. Also bringing my spot out quite nicely. Do you always find that if you have cheek spots, if you put like anything like blush over the top of them, it always brings them back out? I think like in camera it's looking a lot worse than it is in person. I promise you. I would probably leave the house with this blush on. But it's looking a bit Now one thing I haven't got, actually there's two things that I haven't got which I would usually use, which is bronzer and anything through my eyebrows. Like I'm quite alright in the eyebrow department, so that's not too shabby. But yeah, that blush is looking alright. I feel like on camera it's looking a bit funky, but I promise you it's not looking too bad in person. What I will say about this brush that comes with it, like it really like brings up, because it's like quite harsh bristles, it really like brings up the product. So in the long term you're probably going to be wasting product. Now this is the bit where I kind of feel like maybe I'm cheating, but I'd like to think that I'm not. I picked up the Clump Crusher by Covergirl, and you might be like, Alice, that's $10, that means you're over your budget. Wrong, because I got a double pack, so they're $5 each. So this is my logic of buying this and getting away with it being a $5, because you can get mascaras for $5. I just thought I'd get one that I've heard good stuff about and one that I'd actually use, and hey, I've got two. Oh, that's cool. Inside they actually come in their little packet too. I don't understand why in the US that the mascaras comes, like I get that they want you to see the brush, but they come like separately. In the UK they just come, if you're from the US and you haven't seen UK mascaras, even drugstore ones, they come just like that. Now this, I believe is the Max Factor False Lash Effect, what it is in the UK, but in the US. They're both owned by Procter & Gamble. I feel like Max Factor and Covergirl are the same thing. Just like Crest and Oral B are. Anyway, so let's try and use some mascara. But I tell you what though, this mascara is not half bad. Not half bad for a $5. Hey. Do you feel like that's cheating? Let me know down in the comments if you feel like me buying two and using half is cheating. I don't think it is. Because equally, I will just use the other one after. So it's like, you know, double the amount of mascara. Oh, that's not half bad mascara, is it? Alright, now for the other eye. Tell you what, if you really aren't into foundation, that concealer is a good one. I'm sure they'll roll it out in the UK soon. Oh, my foot's just gone dead. I hope they roll out that concealer in the UK soon, because it's actually really nice. And you know what it is? Cheaper than the NARS one, which I love, so I think I might be buying that one. I'm going to be moving out soon, and I feel like that's when my big buys end, and so hopefully by that time True Match concealer would have made its way here. Right, and last but not least, I have a lipstick which is $1.99, and I am using the colour 903C, but I actually picked up two others. I picked up Cherry Picking and Pearlescent, which I actually think both would go with this look, but I feel like I'm going to keep it neutral. So I feel like also if you're going back to school, all this makeup would actually be pretty good. for back to school. I did put a lip balm on before I started, but again, I don't think that should count because everybody has lip balm. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to take my fringe down because I look like an idiot, don't I? And my hair, actually. As I said, I haven't got a brow product or bronzer on, which I like, a contour, which I usually do. But to be honest with you, like, this really ain't half bad, you know? And I think maybe I might do, probably not right away, but I'll probably do a £20 makeup challenge maybe. But I feel like it's going to be a lot harder to do it in the UK than it is in the US because you're rarely getting 99p. Like, even if we're transferring it to pence instead of cents, you're rarely getting 99p eyeshadows that are probably this good. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Keep on checking back for the rest of my vlogs. I hope to have them all up by the end of January, beginning of September. So don't promise me. There's no promises on that one, but yeah, so stay tuned for those. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye guys! Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing an American drugstore haul.